Intermission before I got As the second quarter gets underway, the South African men's over 55 Spirit of Masters are up against their counterparts from the United States of America. We've figured out the technical gremlins out here on the side of the field. So fortunately, the amazing crew that we have sorted it out very, very quickly, and we're able to bring you more of this action. You have seen in the first quarter, it's been pretty much a South African wave on the England circle. And it's pretty much been a case of South Africa throwing as many numbers forward as they can. And they've had numerous circle entries, but they've got nothing to show for it on the scoreboard just yet. Turnover for South Africa in midfield. Jarvis sends it off to the right-hand side to Bogard, who smashes it into the far post. And it is there for Bogard, although the umpire hasn't signaled anything just yet, as deemed that the shot came from outside the circle from Bogard, took a deflection off a United States of America stick inside the circle before going into the net. So no touch from a South African stick inside the circle, which will mean that it is a long corner to South Africa. Quickly taken to the far side for South Africa. And the little link-up play looking for the left half doesn't go to stick. So USA will get a chance to work their way out of their 23. River ball is the option. And unfortunately for them, a little bit of a seemed as though the stick slipped out of the hand of the USA defender. Ball goes at the sideline. South Africa come again. Jarvis spins past the first tackler. Continuing his run is Jarvis. He's got the advantage. Now places the ball inside, and it comes off the foot of the number 13, Sahota of the USA. It will be a short corner to South Africa. So a bit of disarray for South Africa at the top. It does come to the right-hand side, and good defending by the USA to keep that one out. Into the circle once again. USA under pressure, but that is good composure shown by the USA defense to pop the ball onto a South African foot. And a chance for the USA to stretch the field a little, get players ahead of the ball and perhaps into South African territory. But it's this high line of defense for South Africa. Pretty narrow up front, but it is doing its job by applying pressure onto the USA defenders as the USA try to work the ball down the right-hand side. Merckx deemed to have been obstructed as Jarvis takes it quickly for South Africa. And Merckx works his way back to get his stick in the way. South Africa keep coming though. Yeah, pushing the tempo of this game pretty high. South Africa as the big ball comes in, kept in field beautifully, lays it back to the P spot, and under pressure. Good enough at this point from the USA. It's good enough to keep South Africa at bay. But coming through once again Bogard into looking for the top of the D. Safety first, the option by the USA. Back in from South Africa, unfortunately, just clips the foot of Jarvis. Big ball through for South Africa. Man on the post. He's all alone. Tries to get a teammate involved, but just doesn't find the stick. So chances are there for South Africa. They've just been unable to use it thus far. And how long can they sustain this pressure on the USA as they immediately intercept it? Now another chance on the right-hand side. Takes a bit of a tumble. Does Davies. And it'll be a short corner to South Africa for that little indiscretion by Karamjit Singh. When will the wall break? The USA have been staunch in defense. Jarvis. And again, an opportunity goes wide for South Africa. And it seems as though that there's a little bit of frustration keeping in for the men in white. Although the high pressure from them is doing its duty, keeping the USA pinned inside the half. Big swipe at it by Sahota. Spills the ball. Shot comes in. And there it is, finally, for South Africa. A first-time shot on the right-hand side, gets through the legs of Deal, and it is Bogard who will be credited with that one. A fired-in shot from the right-hand side. And there's absolutely nothing that Deal could do about that one in the USA goal. South Africa come again. Good pressure though from the Ciardello for the USA. The turnover is good for South Africa. Dusters on the right hand side. And ball goes over the baseline, but it seems as though one of the players is shown a green card. It is the USA's Malik Akhtar who's been shown a green card, and the USA will be down by a player for the next 2 minutes. Turning the ball over in midfield and attempting to change the channel is South Africa. But an unintentional use of the reverse side of the stick falls the way of the USA as Amir Akhtar looks for a foot for the USA. Is the captain of the United States. To the right hand side now for the USA. Karamjit Singh in possession. Tries to get past one of the tacklers, and it's a tumble as the players get in each other's way. It is Singh that will win the free hit. Interception once again by South Africa. There's space for Barrett, who links off to the far left-hand side. As the free hit is won just outside the circle. So counter-attack is working wonders for South Africa. Continuing to turn the ball over in midfield. Taken quickly, now fired into the circle, but it's blocked just outside as Akhtar gets the ball out to the left-hand side to Mahmoud. Is unmistakable is Mahmoud with that lime green headband, and a massive challenge comes in from Fukaro for South Africa, and it's harsh enough of a challenge for the umpire to signal a short corner. And probably the first time we see the USA inside South Africa's circle, and the first chance that they are going to get will be through a short corner. What will it be for the USA? It comes to Akhtar. As the shot from the near post, deflection comes in, but what a save off the line! That is from the South African goalkeeper. Excellent reactions. And South Africa come away with it on the right-hand side through the goal scorer Bogard. Big overhead. There's a man on the outside. He's all alone. Just got to control it, which he does. He's got support with him. Does use the support, does Baker. Looking for Jarvis on the edge, but it falls kindly for Bogard. To the right-hand side, looking for the baseline high attacker. And cannot find his stick. Again, an easy turnover for South Africa. Can they make use of it? They've only got one goal to show for their efforts and their dominance thus far. It now goes into the circle. Jarvis rolls to the right side, has the shot, Jarvis, and completely misses the target. Hand up immediately from the captain, apologizing to the rest of his teammates. Back down the right-hand side for South Africa. Custers gets the ball all the way to the left-hand side. Great pass. And in it comes into the circle, under a bit of pressure, rides a few tackles, and gets the short corner for South Africa. To the right-hand side for South Africa. Jarvis. Good save by Diol. It's still there though for South Africa. Jarvis carrying it once again into the circle. But a good tackle coming in from the USA. As they now break away on the left-hand side with Malik Akhtar. In possession is Akhtar. As the ball up, looks for the support, bangs it across. But intervention made. Falls kindly though for Groot. Loose ball though, and once again, turnover made for South Africa. Into the, or at least as we approach the final minute of the second quarter, South Africa continue to turn the ball over with regularity. And they are finding plenty of space on the left-hand side as they get the ball into the circle now, looking for the deflection. Ball's loose. But umpire calls the play back in favor of the USA for a little bit of a push on the number 17, Kamjit Singh. It is Singh that gets play going immediately. Looks for a teammate on the right-hand side, but intervention is there from South Africa. Big chance now, final few seconds for South Africa. Can they get the ball into the circle? Unfortunately, they can't, and that'll be the final play of the second quarter. Brings us to halftime. It is in the men's over 55 division. South Africa, Spirit of Masters 1, USA Spirit of Masters 0.
At thehockeysite.com, it's about what happens in the locker room, thinking about the game. It's about planning and preparation, and about training and improving those skills, looking at it from different angles. But of course, it's also about teaching them to score and win. Thehockeysite.com. Share the knowledge.
Welcome back to the second half as the third quarter gets underway between South Africa Spirit of Masters and the USA Spirit of Masters. This is the men's over 55 division, and it is our tournament hosts, South Africa, who have got a slender 1-0 lead at the moment, although it could have been more. In that first half, they dominated position and territory, basically camped inside the USA half for long periods. Numerous circle entries, numerous short corners, but only a single goal to show for it. And now come away with it to South Africa. Looking for Brown, who does get in the circle. Brown has the shot across. Save made by Deal. It's a good shot by Brown. Plenty of power behind that one. As Roxton is there to clear things up for South Africa. Roxton surveying his options. Starting to go all the way across to the right-hand side. There's space for them to work with. Now the shot comes in from the lower side. The deflection of a USA stick off the stick of Jagdeo. And because of that deflection, that raised ball, it will be a short corner to South Africa. A missed trap, but it's still there for South Africa. Brown once again with a shot. Gets enough contact on a good save again from Deal with a rebound. But it does lift up a little bit and will be a reward of the short corner. It's there for South Africa to the right-hand side for Brown. A snapshot from Brown! Goes agonizingly wide for South Africa. And you can see he's got his hand over his mouth. He knew that he got good enough contact on the ball. Just lacked a slight bit of direction. Looking for the turnover in midfield, South Africa. It doesn't come with the first attempt, but it's there on the second try as India get the ball over the sideline. On the back by Ahing. And the pressure is Hardnick, but he does really well. Time goes over all the way to the right-hand side, does Hardnick. Good ball into midfield. Now with a little overhead over the top. That's a good ball, finding a high-hanging striker in a bit of space to work with. Looks to fire the ball across, but it is a loose ball claimed by South Africa. Continuing to fight for it is Pokaro. And unfortunately for him, that intervention comes off the USA stick. Ball pops up and hits him on the noggin. But he'll pick himself up relatively quickly. And play will restart with a short corner. It in fact hit him square in the face. So one of the teammates just has a quick look at him, make sure all his teeth is there, make sure nothing is broken. And he will carry on. Once again, there are options for South Africa. This time straight off the top, it's the flick, saved on the line. South Africa still have it though. Looking for the shot once again, it's a wild swing. So the USA will come away with possession. They're taking it quickly, but there's not enough options available for the ball carrier. Interception made by South Africa. Now they come again into the 23, into the circle. Another snapshot. This time from Bogard, whose goal, the only thing that separates these teams on the scoreboard at the moment. Turnover for South Africa. And that challenge is a good one from the USA. Ball comes off a South African foot. Ball into the midfield. Brown putting the USA's Siddiqui under a bit of pressure, and Siddiqui does cough the ball up. So that's good work by South Africa on defense. Jarvis looking for Clinton Brown. The ball just a bit behind him. The USA up for safety first, hitting the ball down the line, although Ahing of South Africa just marshals that one over the sideline. To the right-hand side for South Africa, interception made by Groot, although it is available for the USA, and the umpire shows a green card to Groot for that little off-the-ball push, although probably Groot is just a bit too big, and the momentum taking him into an opposition player. So the USA down by a player, South Africa to take immediate advantage. Bit of a deflection attempt by McKechnie on the near post, doesn't find the target as Diol had the near post covered. Big ball forward by the USA. Nobody gets their stick on the ball. So the USA unable to keep possession for long enough to launch a somewhat meaningful attack. Ahing back to Hardnick. Hardnick under a bit of pressure. Engages the first defender. Pops the ball off of his stick and into the sideline. It's good work under pressure by Hardnick, who this time throws the overhead to find Clinton Brown in a bit of space. Brown brings the ball under control, surveys his options, then goes infield to Jarvis, lets it go though. Neat little play this from South Africa as they get the ball into the circle. Rolling to the right, looking for numbers on the far side. Jarvis is there. As the shot does Jarvis, and he misses on the near post, as well as Diol comes out to close down the angle. And a first touch of the ball for the South African goalkeeper, Vinant. Although all he was doing is just getting the ball back to his players for a 16-yard hit. Strong challenge from Hundal, who wins the free hit. It is slowed down though by the USA's Akhtar. Puts the ball in. Does Akhtar? It's a bit loose. Picked up by Jagdio. But it pops off his foot inside the circle and gives South Africa a chance to clear their lines. South Africa look to try to work the ball down the right hand side. No real space there for them to work with on this occasion. Big ball over the top. And good play by Denton to pop that ball onto a USA foot. So South Africa will come again. They've got two high-hanging strikers. One of them is McKechnie. Rides a few tackles, does McKechnie, as the ball now once again loose inside the circle, and a diving attempt by Merckx to get the ball away, which is really well done by the USA defender. Brown is under control, or at least attempts to bring it under control. Although ball pops up off his stick, and will give the USA a chance to clear their lines. Big ball forward by Siddiqui for the USA. Takes the ball all the way into South African territory. Chance for the USA! And completely against the run of play, Jagdeo pops up at the top of the circle. And the one occasion that the USA get into South Africa's circle in open play results in a goal, and they have managed to tie matters up at one apiece. So will that spark the USA into life a little bit? Would that be exactly what they needed to get themselves into it and take the game to South Africa? Goal scorer Jagdeo can't quite get the ball under control as South Africa come away with it now. 3-on-3 situation. Great tackle by Siddiqui. As he now comes away with it, decides to run before smashing it forward. All settled down though by Barrett. And unfortunately for Martins, it comes off his foot. And does concede the free hit inside the 23. So a good spell of possession and pressure now by the USA. Seemed as though the goal that they grabbed has spurred them on a little bit. Into the circle it goes. It's loose. And Malik Akhtar can only deflect that one over the baseline. So a few turnovers in possession currently. So 4 minutes to go in the quarter. South Africa come away with it on the right-hand side. Just a little bit of a slip. Gives the USA a chance to clear their lines. Which they do manage to do as they advance the ball up onto the 23 with a sideline hit, but give it straight back to South Africa. Oh, now change the play. To the middle is Jarvis. Jarvis smashes one through. Just unable to find that high-hanging strike on the baseline. Again, through the middle come South Africa, under pressure though from the USA, making themselves a nuisance. Goes the way of the USA, but although there is a bit of confusion, the umpires are just conferring as to what the hit should be and who the hit should go to. It is for South Africa on the 23. Space on the right-hand side. Driving it towards the baseline into the circle and finds the foot. And will win a short corner to South Africa. So what will it be for South Africa? Just under 2 minutes to go in this quarter. So switch to the right. Jarvis back to the inside. Good snapshot. Deal makes the save once again. Still there for South Africa. Wild swipe by Denton. And that's the USA off the hook. Jagdeo just holding play up for the USA on the far side. Happy to run the clock down at this point are the USA. Big ball for the USA. Looking for the high-hanging striker, Hashmi, inside the circle. But Hashmi under a little bit of pressure. Can't get his stick onto the end of it. So it'll be a 16-yard hit to South Africa as the clock ticks closer to the 30-second mark in this game. Good little turn from South Africa, although it has been deemed to have been an obstruction. So it's a final chance for the USA to finish the quarter on a strong note. Jagdeo tries to get the ball through, but cannot control it, Singh. So Jarvis, big ball forward if they can get it there. Good intervention made by the USA. It's, number 13, Sahota. But the horn goes to signify the end of the third quarter. It is South Africa 1, USA 1.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
And there goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people is just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.
So we're underway in the final quarter of this game between South Africa Spirit of Masters and the United States of America Spirit of Masters. This, as a reminder, is the men's over 55 division. As we enter the final quarter of the game, well, we're all tied up. It's one apiece. Africa taking the lead through Bogard in the second quarter, only for America to draw level through the stick of Jagdeo. The United States goal basically coming from against the run of play, as it has been South Africa who have dominated, and a breakaway chance for the USA. Good little movement on the right hand side, found Jagdeo open in space at the top of the circle, who first time slap found the back of the net. So it's all to do for these teams. South Africa probably feel a lot more frustrated than the Americans at this point, because this is what South Africa have been doing all the time. They have been attacking the United States circle. They've had numerous circle entries, but only have one goal to show for it. Again, the African captain Jarvis just trying to take things quickly, and umpire bringing him back, get him to take the ball in the correct spot. So it is Jarvis who makes it alive, smashes it in, does Jarvis. Claimed by Siddiqui on the edge of the circle, who plays safety first. Interception made by Jagdeo, the United States goal scorer, but South Africa remain in possession inside the 23. Good turn by Jarvis. Now to the right hand side down the baseline comes South Africa, and it is a long corner. It's good defense by the USA, making use of the baseline as a secondary defender. Change of angle this time for South Africa to the left. Ball comes in. It's between the legs of one of the strikers, but play on is the call from the umpire. Nothing yet from the umpire, so we'll play on as the USA come away with it now. Although they immediately hand possession back to South Africa, as Hood allows the ball to trickle over the sideline. Into the circle. What a tackle that is from Karamjit Singh for the USA. Circle entry again for South Africa, and tackled again by the USA. Remaining under pressure are the USA, but they've been doing all that they can and more to keep South Africa at bay. Big ball through once again, looking for the deflection, and again it comes off the stick of a USA defender. The United States doing what they need to do, keeping the ball away from their goalkeeper, frustrating South Africa. Rides a tackle as South Africa. Looks for the man on the baseline. And, he's attempted first time slap across the face. Doesn't make contact. Turnover for the USA. And this is where they hurt South Africa the last time. It's a fantastic tackle. Nice and low was Fukaro. So allows South Africa to break away now down the right-hand side. 2 men high. As it does find one of those high strikers. In back for the 45. Man on the far post. As easy as you like this time for South Africa. Attacking in numbers. Moving the ball around. Manipulating the defenders. Finding McKechnie on the far post, and South Africa restore their lead. Jarvis wanting more from his charges as they come again. Right-hand side is the option this time for South Africa. Wood surveys his options, looks for Jarvis. But the ball falls kindly for Baker. And Baker does win the free hit just outside of the USA circle. Jarvis pops the ball back. Big numbers on the right-hand side in acres of space. Something to work with here for South Africa. Driving the ball into the circle. Fires it across. It's loose on the far post. There's the shot. Comes off the upright. And then off the body of Deal. So it will be another long corner for South Africa. Into the circle, Jarvis under a bit of pressure, rides a tackle, does Jarvis, and no advantage there for South Africa. So the short corner is awarded. Confusion once again for South Africa at the top of the circle. Still there for them to use though. Roxton goes to the left-hand side. Spins this time to his stronger side. Plays the ball across. There's 3 men waiting. Still there for South Africa. But the USA do what they need to do to get the ball away. Big ball across for the US. Who seem to have at least one player hanging high up on the field. Big ball down the line. Disrupted though by Lisiardello. Although he does spoil possession to Roxton. Acres of space for South Africa on the right hand side. They're coming now with pace through the middle. It is Bogard. This time leads it off to Hood, making the overlap. Hood has got options. Jarvis wants it at the top of the circle. The intervention is made by Sahota. It has been a bit of a physical game. Extra little bit of niggle here and there. As play is briefly stopped so that Sawota can sort himself out. And it's good from all players involved, allowing Sawota some time to get his religious headdress on. Interception though in midfield now for South Africa. Jarvis tries to get past Groot, but it comes off the foot of Groot. South Africa taking it quickly with Jarvis. Space on the right hand side. Wood gets the ball across, but it's too high by Wood. The USA will get a chance through a 16-yard hit. Big tackle from South Africa just outside the circle. A body check onto Karamjit Singh. And the umpires have had enough of the extra little bit of niggle. So it will be a short corner to the USA. And a chance for them to level matters once again. There for Akhtar. Out comes the goalkeeper. The ball just about misses the target. So Vinant, the South African goalkeeper, deciding to take matters on himself, charging out from the goal line to try and narrow the angle of Malik Akhtar. And there's a green card to the USA. Not being back 5 meters, so they'll be down to 10 for the next 2 minutes. And it's an opportune time for South Africa to make use of it. And this time, a harsh blow, and it's a yellow card. 5 minutes suspension for Nisiardello of the USA. So, 2-man advantage now for South Africa. Roxton looking for the wide man in Bogard. Lays the ball nicely back for Denton into the circle. The USA scramble it away. And, fighting for it is Martiz. Unfortunately, not able to get control of the ball. Turnover in midfield for South Africa again. Now onto the left-hand side, it's Barrett. Big pass through by Barrett. Is dealt with by Siddiqui. And out the ball will go on the sideline. Into the circle goes McKechnie. Identifies that Merckx not in a strong enough position, so pops the ball onto his foot just inside the circle and wins another short corner for South Africa. So just around about 3.5 minutes to go in this game. It is South Africa with a 2-1 lead at the moment, and it's a good chance for them here to put some space between themselves and the USA. Straight in from Bogard, pulls it slightly and misses the target. Turnover for South Africa. Denton to the right-hand side is Bogard. Is it to Ahing? In the midfield is Fokaro. Now tries to get the ball through, but it's intercepted by Amir Akhtar. Hardnick, though, does duty at the back for South Africa. They now try to come through the right-hand side, but Groot is there to stem the flow of the attack. South Africa just winning a free hit inside the 23, taken quickly. Tries to go on a run. Bogard's in the circle. What will he do? Has the shot in the near post. And misses for South Africa. Minute and a half for South Africa. They turn the ball over in midfield after what looked like a promising USA attack. Bogard tries the long ball. It's loose though, but Akhtar manages to deal with it and does find Mahmoud on the right-hand side. Breakaway chance for the USA if they can get the ball forward. Comes off a South African stick, so it will be a USA hit on the sideline. With just under a minute to go, they've got to make use of this spell of possession now. Do the USA. Big ball through. Accepted by Roxton, but falls for Siddiqui. And good tackling by South Africa to find the foot of Siddiqui. Roxton with chances, 3v2 situation, goes on his own, good tackle by Groot. The ball pops off the foot of Roxton. Few seconds to go for the USA, they've got to smash it forward, they've got a few men high. Looking for options though, so Groot now does indeed smash it forward, and Ahing just lets it run through his legs. Lets the ball go over the baseline as the seconds tick away, the final hooter goes. And that will be the end of that. It is victory for South Africa by 2-1 over the USA.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people is just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.